Hello, this video talks about the basic steps in FICO to navigate and also create some basic journal entries in FICO. So right now I'm kind of logged into SAP here. You can put in any transactions, for example, FB50. So I'm actually typing in a transaction here. You can do that. The green arrow here is to always go out to the next screen, and yellow is to log off, and X is to red is to exit. These window-like buttons here, you can create new sessions. So I can create 6 sessions simultaneously. So I have a second session here open, so I can flip through 2 different sessions at the same time. And any transaction you can add as a favorite. So I can go into accounting, financial accounting, general ledger, document entry. I can take FB50. I can add this as a favorite. Okay. Now I have FB50 as a favorite. So I'm just going to show you some basic navigation screens and how to create a journal entry. The basic transaction is FB50. And you can turn the document navigation here. It's called the document navigator. You can turn this thing on and off. Okay. And you can change the company codes. Right now in company code 1000, but you can change, the company code that you want. And you can hold a document. You can park a document. You can simulate a document using these buttons here. Once you're all done, you can actually save by clicking on the save option at the very top. And I'm going to turn off the tree here so I can get a full transaction. Document date, posting date can be different, or they can be the same. So I'm just going to use the same date as the posting date. This is the reference for demo. And I will leave the currency as 0. It can be, typically this is the local currency for the company code 1000, so I can leave euro as it is. And in the GL account section, I can create multiple. I need to pick a GL account. So right now I picked 15600. I can also do a drop down. I can view all of the GL entries just like that. I can browse through the items that I want to post. Let's say I'm going to be posting it to checking account. Okay, and I'm also be posting it to this particular account here. So I'm just going to do a debit and a credit. I'm going to do $100 here and $100 here. So here I have a basic journal entry. You can see the status is green, means that if the thing balances. Let's say if I put a dollar entry, I'm putting $100 credit and $1 debit, so it doesn't balance. So the total credits include 100, the debits include $1, so it doesn't balance. So always the balance sheet has to balance. So you need at least reference text, document date, posting date, and at least 1 debit and 1 credit to be able to make a posting. You can do 999 entries, but just 1 entry should also be fine. And I can do multiple things for this thing. I can hold this document at this point. Okay, if I hold this document, it's going to show up in my tree, and it's asking me for a temporary document. I can do demo doc. Okay, and if I go to my tree here, it should show in my help documents this demo document, and I can open that up, and I can now park the document. Okay. So this document is not yet posted yet. I don't see it. Gives a temporary document number, but I don't see it's still not posted. If I refresh it, the whole document section probably would have been gone. So the way I can find this park document is going back to the park document section. So if I go here, I can go into my reference documents, or I can go into my documents. I can go into my park documents. I can go again, say change. Okay, this is the document that I posted. I'm going to be changing it. I can add a few more accounts. I can add more debits and credits. See here, you see the reference, this is the reference document that I've created, and now I can complete this document. I can save it. So now, now I'm just going to be posting it, okay? And now I'm going to go ahead and change, okay? Now, this is being posted now as a permanent document. Okay, I can go back to my FBO3 transaction, and I can actually look at now this is actually posted. Okay, it was initially parked, but now it's a fully posted document. Okay, so now this is a fully posted document. I can go back again, enter. I can turn the tree off, and I can look at the accounting other details tab. I can look at the exchange rate if there is any. I can turn the tree on and off, and I can also navigate through this menu settings. There's not much here. Okay, I can also look at those accounting documents, and this kind of shows you how the basic debit and credit would be. Okay. Let me see if it is actually parked. Okay, so now I have a brand new document that is posted. Okay. I can also create some reference recurring documents here. I can go change or display, or I can create some sample documents. And FBO3 is always the transaction to view or display documents. I can go into document display. I can look at any document that are posted in fiscal year 2014. Document type is really the business process. Okay, document type is really the business process. So you can see AA is for asset postings, AB is for accounting documents, DR is for customer invoices, KZ is for vendor invoices, and so on and so on. So I can let's say I'm going to be looking at only the SA document type here, GL document type. I'm looking at everything that is in 2014 in company code 1000, and I click on this execute button and see all the documents that got posted today. I can look at posting document 1000, and this is document that got posted. It has a debit and a credit. 50 is always 40 is a debit and 50 is a credit. It's called the posting key, and these are the accounts. I can look at the general ledger view. Okay, I can also look at the entry view. I can also change the currencies. I can do this document currency, local currency, or group currency. So the currency in this case all the same. So it doesn't change much. I can also look at the document header, who posted it, when it was posted it, and what was the reference key for this particular document, and what was the basic system. I can look at all those things. Okay. So we looked at a couple of things today. One, we looked at the transaction FB50 is used to post a document, right? And we also looked at the fact that we use FB03 to review a document. If you go into document list, I can put in a document type. Let's say I want to look at accounting documents at this point of time. So asset documents. So 2014, there are nothing. So I'm going to put in 2013. There is nothing. I'm going to look at 2012. It's nothing. So I'm going to look at a wide range now, 2001 to 2013. There should be something here. So there are a few asset documents. So I'm going to open up the very first document. Here the posting keys have changed. Here they're actually debiting a asset clearing account and crediting an asset. So if I go back to look at the posting key here, posting key 70, double click on here, posting key 70 is debiting an asset. Means I'm actually purchasing an asset. And I'm actually 50 is the credit. I'm giving it to clear asset acquisition, and I'm posting it to debiting an asset. Okay. So these are the credit and debit entries, and I can see that this was in currency euro, fiscal year 2010. I can see the posting period. I can flip it to general ledger view and also look at this thing in multiple currencies. Let's say I'm going to flip it to currency here. It will be the same as euro. Doesn't make any difference. So these are the asset documents. Okay. I can also look at KRs, vendor invoices. So I'm sure there are lots of invoices. I'm going to do 2013. Here, there are 2 vendor invoices. If I click on this document here, now I can see that this is the vendor. I'm crediting to vendor and debiting to a expense account. And this is the amount, and this is the tax. And because this is an expense account, I'm required to put in a cost center, and that drives a profit center and a segment. Okay, and that's how you look at the documents. And what else can we do? If we have to create I can also create some recurring documents. FD50. Let me see. It's not the right document. Document list. Okay. These are some of the recurring documents that I've created that are being displayed, and the only thing is it kind of looks exactly like in any other TL entry, basically. You can go into document header list. It shows that this is a recurring entry document here, and it was changed on 1996. This is the entry date, and this is the posting date and document date. Okay, you can show still the document header text and all those things. Go to recurring entry data. This was first one, and this was last one. It was next one. You can I don't know. This kind of really past, but it's a really old document. You can also change a recurring document. You can go at here, and you can always change a recurring document. In this case, I'm in the change mode. I'm going to go to, and I'm going to go into recurring entry data, and you can say that you want to run this. You want to run this, a month from now. So this is going to be automatically posted at this point. Okay, next update is 2014. I'm going to do 02, 01, 2014. So this is going to be run on February 1st. And I'm going to just save it. It's giving me an error. Okay, last one, next one on. I'm just going to do the same thing. Okay, now it's giving me the problem with the currencies because DEM is no longer valid currency, so I may have to. It's not a valid currency, and I can't change this at this point. Okay, but this is how you create a recurring entry document. And I can go into accounts now. I can look at that display balances. I can look at my the 110099. I can double click on it, and it'll show me documents that are posted for that particular account. And I can look at the GL documents. I can open those things. I can look at that was posted. This is the document number, and it's a GL account that's got posted. I can also look at now the account balances, display balances. Okay? For account number, same thing, 10009. And if I double click on it, you can see that I have a cumulative balance of $989. There's a debit balance of 1,000, credit balance of 100, there's a balance here. Okay, this is the cumulative balance. So I can look at the line items. I can look at the balances, FBL3M, and this is the FAGLB03. And I can also use this is the older transaction, this is the newer transaction. And I can also go to look at the master data. I can actually create a brand new GL account FS00 centrally. In this case, I'm just going to create a code called 98. That already exists, that's what it's saying. So let's say 92, and I'm going to say create. Okay, and I have to pick an account group. I'm just going to pick GL, general GL account groups. Okay, let's go to pick maybe this one here. That looks good. And this is going to be a balance sheet entry, and this is going to be demo account. Now I'm actually creating a brand new GL account. So I can go back to control data. It's the account currency is EUR. I have to put in a sort key, which is how it's going to be displayed, 001, and this is going to be line item display only. It's not open item managed. It's just let's say this is the cash account, and I have to create a field status loop. I'm just going to use G001 in this case. Okay, and this should be ready to be saved now. It's giving me a warning, but now this is saved. Now I have a new GL account called 110092, which I created both. You can also create it centrally, or you can create only in chart of accounts or only in company codes. Okay? You can create those accounts. So hopefully you should be able to create your own GL accounts and then post in FB50, and as well as look at the balances. Okay, that should be a good demo to just navigate